Where are my minions? Where are the minions? Where's my face?
This again?
I can't find my face! Oh, there it is.
It's where you said it last time.
No, it was on my head.
Minion.exe is loading. Please try again later.
Ah. Percussive maintenance is a
Since
thing,
when did we get
Bonks
a
the Burb.
robot? When did we get a robot?
No idea.
Don't you mean a roburb?
Roburb. It's a robo featherbutt. Now all we need is a rudder butt to come play with your circuitry. You were too easy to make giggle. Kind of like Claire with the idea of being face down, ass up with cheese in her ass.
Hey, now.
What? I'm not an all-star. Don't even.
I'm in a giggly mood today.
Okay, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go down to the docks, see if there's anyone that needs, like, healing, essentially. And then I'm going to go level up. I'm fairly certain I have healed pretty much everyone in this district. Oh, no. Apparently Mason I haven't healed, and Cadigan Bates I haven't healed them.
Oh, yeah. Where are the nuggies?
Oswald Thatcher has a headache in Pembroke.
Maybe you should try standing up.
Okay. I'm going to go heal the guy in Pembroke, and then I'm going to go level up. The Docks District is fine. It won't degrade that much, I don't think. Actually, I'm going to use the Docks as a... sort of a test, I guess.
Spoken like a true mad scientist.
This is not the way I want to go. Oh ho, diddly do.
Howdy ho, neighborino.
Hi diddly ho.
Hey kid, do you want to talk some D&D today?
I mean, you can.
What do you think about the appraise skill, kid?
Blood. Whoever left these
Appraise?
did so deliberately.
Yes.
Burn it, boys!
I just got 2 named fuckers. Ah! 2 named fuckers and 2 other guys? Really? Two named enemies at the same time. That is unbelievably fucking retarded.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately.
And they've made it impossible to go through that way. So this is a scheduled thing. Meaning this is essentially a boss fight that I don't get the option.
I'll kill you!
Instant death! So their bombs are instant death. 2 shots from the crossbow is a kill. 2 hits from any of the enemies is a kill. This is going to be a fun fucking fight. Hey, I gotta point this out to you. What you're currently doing with your name being like that is advertising without advertising. That's kind of not allowed.
I'll kill you! Burn it, boys!
Did I get rid of him?
No.
It's down! Finish it!
Yep. This is going to be a nearly impossible fight. Which means until I get through it, I'm essentially landlocked. I don't have a choice. I have to go through this fight to get back to the hospital.
We've got one of them here!
Yes, I know I'm outnumbered. Hush.
Back to the bloody crime! Burn it, boys!
So far, this is 8 enemies in this fight.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks.
So far, this is 8 enemies that I have to fight. And they literally just keep spawning. So the named enemies have to be the ones that get killed. Otherwise, it's not going to do anything. I hate when a game does this. Because I am 100% locked out right now. I don't have a choice. I have to go through this area.
Human blood. Whoever left these marks did so deliberately. Back in the burn it, boys! It's down! Finish it! Let's see
So, forcefully removed my lock on.
Its head! Die, vermin! Let's pin it down! Crush the leech balls!
Ooh, fuck.
Burn it, boys! Die, vermin!
Give me your blood, bitch.
Crush the leech balls! Die, vermin!
No.
I refuse to be taken down by a fucking grunt. Oh. Either way, man, you're gonna need to go, look up how. So. Because I hate to point this out, but by having your name set up like that, it's kind of disrespectful to anybody whose stream you enter into. Because your name is literally an advertisement for your channel. It would be the same thing as going into somebody else's live stream and literally going, "Hey, here's my channel." Oh no, I'm not gonna kick you. Don't worry. You're fine. I'm just saying you're gonna have to eventually Google how to look it up, or how to look it up. How to what's the word?
I would ask you to avert your eyes, sir. Or did you not know it was rude to stare?
I knew it.
Speak up, Dr. Reed. I like a man who speaks his mind.
Hiding your true appetites behind a facade of compassion. Bravo. Very clever indeed.
Spare me your sarcasm, Jonathan. You are but newly born in this world.
The accusation was true.
So in the end, the accusation was true, wasn't it?
Anything
The
other than
situation
view
is
my
somewhat
channel
awkward, nonetheless.
or anything
I have
similar.
not been observed sustaining myself for many decades.
I mean, pick a
I
name
have
that
to
fits
say,
you.
I'm a trifle embarrassed.
Anyway, I have concluded my inquiries concerning your blackmailer.
I see. Please excuse my agitated state. Under normal circumstances, I wouldn't let anyone see me in this condition.
I must confess I have not put an end to the blackmail, my lady. Unfortunately, I could not bring myself to do it.
so
Is that now?
disappointed in you, Jonathan. I didn't expect this from you.
Lady Ashbury, you yourself admitted how ridiculous the sum of money
That's a
was.
bit creepy,
I
but
can
if
assure
it
you, it was
that's
all
what you
used
want.
for charitable ends.
I mean, it's not really creepy. I've seen a lot of people with their names set up as this individual's fan or what have you. I mean, if you want to make that your name, go for it.
Well, you are full of surprises, aren't you, Jonathan? All right? Say I trust you. But you will still pay the ransom.
Not really.
It's only fair. After all, it was you who failed to bring this problem to a satisfactory conclusion.
I believe I could agree to that.
And since a lady always keeps her promises, I will now answer any questions you may have.
Hey, Zena. Do understand it's also subjective. You might think it's creepy. Personally, I don't. If somebody wants to switch their name off to be something like K-Bar Fan or I believe one of the very common ones for a creator named Dream was Dream Fan. Like, there were hundreds of people with names that were just Dream Fan or Fan of Dream. It's literally no different than wearing the shirt of your favorite band. And yes, there are some people that would say wearing the shirt of your favorite band is creepy. I get that. But telling somebody that their choice in what they're doing is creepy, it's a subjective thing. That's your opinion. Everybody's entitled to it, but I mean, View, if you want to switch your name out to something like K-Bar Fan, go for it. Just do yourself a favor. Make sure you write the name properly, because otherwise it does look a little weird.
Oh, Kit, the otter is here.
Yee. Well, hey, Isaac. Good to see you here. Tell me, are you here to punish the butt of a bird?
Why do I find that funny?
Yee. I mean, that works too. Mlem.
Also, I'm getting moment by moment updates on that campaign I was talking to you about.
Cool.
It's going badly.
Oh, by the way, you should see Isaac's response.
I had to shut my door because I didn't want to be too loud.
I
Give me 1
mean,
second.
with his response, I'm fairly certain you're gonna get louder.
You mean the yes I am?
Yep.
You're right.
I love the fact that nobody other than K-Bar knows how to spell the end of K-Bar. It's, if memory serves, it's B-A-H-R, not B-A-R-H. Yeah, B-A-H-R. I mean, spankings are fun. It's more fun to see how well it'll stretch.
Why does Dr. Swansea allow you to feed on the patients of the hospital?
Dr. Swansea is a good and compassionate man. He is trying to find a solution for our hunger. Until that happens, he is clever enough to understand that I only feed upon the dying.
And no one suspected you of the murders.
As you well know, Suspicion has recently fallen on me of killing for pleasure. But you have my word, Jonathan. I take no pleasure in taking a life.
What do you know about this Brotherhood of St. Paul's Stole?
The Brotherhood is well known amongst London vampire society. As long as our kind is discreet, and as long as they do not interfere, we
There you
have
go.
come to a mutual understanding.
I know this is beyond the pale, but may I inquire your age?
Really? And I thought you were gentlemen. If you must know, I'm 27. I've been 27 for a long time now, and 27 I shall remain.
Very well. But I believe there is more to this than you are saying.
A lady has to have some secrets.
Much better, man.
And who bestowed upon you this eternal youth?
My maker. He left this isle a long time ago.
Why did you save me in the canning factory?
I could hardly stand by and watch such a promising young blood as yourself be torn to shreds by some gutter scowl.
What type of vampire is a Scar?
Not a true vampire. The deformed offspring of lesser vampires. It is a shame these creatures run wild, slaves to their baser instincts.
William Bishop.
So they are a
wasn't the
lower form of
that
vampire.
Created me then.
No, Jonathan. Whatever their strength and demeanor, Scowls are the progeny of careless vampires. It cannot be the other way round.
A vampire? Is that what I am? What we are?
Such a crude word, defined by pennied...
Okay, so I think you're talking about the LGBTQ. Or when I was honestly, what I recognize it as is LGBT plus. And yeah, no, I mean I'm marrying a dude, so I am gay, but honestly, I don't know. The LGBT community recently has gone and lost their damn minds. So I don't know if I'm fully associated there or not. Oh, it's okay.
dreadfuls and drunken
I wouldn't say
hags.
they've lost their minds. I think they've been
No.
co-opted by people who are crazy.
You are now an Ekon, and that you shall remain.
So we are Ekons.
Using that community as a smokescreen to
Identifies amongst
justify
other
behavior.
How
Cool.
to put it? All Ekon are vampires, but all vampires are not Ekon. We are but a branch of the immortal tree.
Are you an Ekon too?
Yes, I am. We are the closest thing to what man refers to as vampires. Forget what you think you know about us.
I've been hearing a voice talking in my head. Is this some kind of insanity? It feels like the voice...
Okay, so one of the things I need to point out, the reason why in my head I associate the 4 letters LGBT and the plus sign after: L, lesbian; G, gay; B, bi; T, trans; plus literally any combination of those or anything else that doesn't fall into the normal as well as the normal. The plus literally is everything that does not fall under those 4 letters. So yeah. You are technically represented by the community. However, you are the one that makes the choice whether or not you associate with the LGBT community as a whole. Me personally, I don't as much anymore. I actually used to be an activist in the early 2000s. But recently, it's a little bit like the community has gone and, again, lost its damn mind.
Or you could say they got co-opted by people who would alter your motives.
Tell no one this. It would be unwise to talk of such things amongst British immortals. Speak no more of your maker.
How could this cause offense?
Only the powerful immortals can mentally call to their progeny. No vampire or hunter will sleep easy, knowing that an unidentified elder is stalking the streets of London.
Excuse my forwardness, but are you my maker?
Me?
We Love Toy. What'd you walk into? A horror stream. And a strange discussion as well. Anyways, hey Isaac! You should drag a burb into the shadows with you and do funny things to his tail.
They wouldn't be shadows for very long, Kit.
I'm well aware.
Goodness, no. Only a foolish immortal would create a progeny without taking precaution, and I'm no fool.
I mean, I'd like to think so. But, truth be told, we don't know each other very well. He comes into the streams here and chats with us. He's part of our Discord server. Beyond that, I don't think I've spent much time with him beyond in his stream or when he's in mine, or while we're in the Discord server. But, realistically, yeah, I'd like to think we're friends.
I think, well, from what I can tell, he seems like a nice person.
Zeno, what do you mean? What do you think I meant? And yeah, a lot of LGBT charities run through furry conventions. Or work with furry conventions, rather. Oh, cool.
I don't understand. Why was I created and then left for dead?
That is a question only the one who made you can answer. It's not normal practice.
Okay, so, Zena, yeah, no, you will find that this channel isn't exactly designed to be family friendly. We do occasionally make lewd jokes. So, yes, I was alluding to the fact that the Burb's boyfriend here might be playing with his ass later. And it makes it really easy to make him squirm and make him giggle. Oh, Burb.
Yes.
Numbface.
Wills in defiance.
I doubt even if you find him, he will answer you.
Oh, by the way, Kit,
Considering
you got
how
a new what?
cruelly
You got a
treated
billy
you.
club, by the way.
Oh, cool.
I'd like to avoid creating another vampire by mistake anyway. Tell me, how is it done?
The process is dangerous. It could even kill your potential progeny. If you did decide to sire an offspring, they must drink of your blood, Jonathan.
So me being a vampire could have been a mistake.
I very much doubt it, Jonathan. Contrary to the legends, it is not as simple to make another vampire by just biting someone.
Simply put, Zena, if you are below the age of 18 and watching, oh well. I don't censor myself for the sake of a younger audience, because the channel isn't technically designed for a younger audience. I don't mind you watching, but understand, ours is the kind of channel that usually has a parental advisory.
In other words, watch at your own risk.
Yep. Eh.
When I awoke,
Somebody touched the
changed.
butt.
I was chased and attacked by vampire hunters. Prepared and well trained.
Oh,
Though I can't be certain. More than likely, it was the once glorious
Hey,
God
Calvin
of
Morris.
Priwen.
You make them sound like some sort of cult.
More
Because
a
they are.
society. And like all the best ones, a secret society. I thought them almost gone. But it seemed they have been recruiting.
Once glorious, but still dangerous.
They have seen better days. But all fanatics are dangerous. You would be wise to stay clear.
Ah.
They are sworn to destroy our kind.
I've been away from London and England
Oh, that's
for
fine.
3 years. This isn't the city I remember.
Things have gone from bad to worse here, Jonathan. I've lived in this city for a long time, and I've never seen it like this.
I don't know
The
where he
Spanish
is.
flu has hit London that bad.
I don't know. I think he actually might be
But
streaming.
it's not
I'm not
just
sure,
that.
though.
I've
Who is
heard
streaming?
Things,
Hey, Bar.
things I've not heard for a very, very long time.
I don't know, though. I don't know his
There
schedule.
are whispers in the shadows. Something far worse than the Spanish flu is here in the city.
good lord, who's...
Your mic, please.
Oh, that's Discord. I didn't think of it having a...
I know. I'm saying mute your mic because ringtones can come up as being under copyright.
I'm trying to. I didn't... And it wasn't coming from my phone. It was coming from my computer. I don't even know what
What is it you fear?
Weird.
Damn it, guys.
Fear has long since flown this form. But there is something malevolent
Huh.
circling us. I feel fear is merely waiting in the
Oh,
wings.
cool. Well, I mean, hey, K-Bar, are you still here?
Are there many vampires here in London?
Immortals are of a rare breed, and we often tend to hide. But you may occasionally meet some of us at night.
Do you know any of them?
Sorry
Have
about
you
that,
an
kid.
idea of the identity of the vampire who
That's
attacked
okay.
me?
My
You
phone
mean
is
your
registered
maker?
as like they didn't even call.
No,
Like, so it's
Jonathan,
like
I
wondering
have no
who is
clue.
it? Like,
Weird.
But I fear he or she is as careless as cruel. To let you discover your new condition by yourself.
What do you mean?
Every now and then, you may discover an immortal in the deep of the night. But we are a rare and reclusive breed. Our progeny is almost never accidental.
Will they all be friendly? Hell no.
Will they all be as affable as you, my lady?
I do not see why not. But remember, even the shark smiles before he bites.
That sounds like a lesson from experience.
Vampire politics are as intricate and sometimes tedious as a game of chess
Oh.
in a gentleman's club. I've learned from experience it is best to decline to play.
I bid you farewell. For now, my lady. I must
Oh.
quickly analyze the blood I took from Nurse Crane's patient.
Fear and disgust on every street.
First things first. Oh, dialogue does tend to take forever. But it is very much a part of the game.
Razvan Vasily was infected by Spanish flu, but also has the highly unstable blood of the Skulls. Is the London vampire epidemic transmitted through the flu? I should talk to Dr. Swansea about it. The flower's dying. It needs water.
Okay, where do I go to get water?
Like I said, I already told you where it was. Beyond the quarantine zone. Remember that thick line?
Oh, right.
Like, my phone says that the call was missed, but the other thing says it's not missed. So that's just weird. Also, people who called it was the skunk and the yeen.
The skunk and the yin?
Two of my friends from D&D.
Ah. Okay. I don't know, Zena. I'm going to improve my health.
That's not your health. That is your...
Do remember,
Damn it.
you're behind me.
I don't want to be held by you.
Hmm?
I was telling a bad joke, kid.
Blood Cauldron, I believe, is the one I want to use. Yeah, Blood Cauldron is the one I'm getting.
Heart go boom.
More than just a little. Yes. Now I'm level 13.
Everyone's lucky number.
Correction, I'm level 12. Let's see how everything changes, shall we? The following night. As of late, the rumors that surround Whitechapel are ripening into facts. In the last 3 months, the police have suspected the district of hosting what might be the heart of London's medical black market. But of course, these suspicions will remain assumptions, for no task force or additional police presence has been sent to Whitechapel. No large drug stocks have been found, nor no crime lords arrested. This masquerade has only been planned as a desperate attempt to conceal the blatant incompetence of the London City Council Board of Health by giving the populace a cheap and easy victory. While the epidemic spreads more and more each day, worst of all, when you take time to review the most recent statistics, you discover that the District of Whitechapel is coping with the disease much better than our parts of the city. Is it a miracle? Evidence of the authorities' criminal incompetence? All I know is this: if a Londoner has a better chance to survive the epidemic by choosing to live in this god-forsaken borough, I'm ready to move to any cheap flea-infested flat some shady landlord will agree to rent me right now. West End is stable. Stable. This district is healthy. Whitechapel. Whitechapel is now the place that I need to essentially save.
So everywhere is stable.
Or, correction, Whitechapel is the place I was trying to save.
And for the
So
most
now
part, you
everything is
saved
stable.
it.
Yes, it did.
Okay. I just found out, even after I retired my character, he's now being used as a MacGuffin.
Yeah. That would be one of the reasons why you would never want to go back to that group.
I've been invited back twice already.
Yeah, no. Tell anybody who invites you back that legitimately the GM is abusing their power.
The flower's dying.
And that,
Well,
that is
thing
your
so
reason for
that,
leaving.
That player is not paying attention, so I'm not sure if it's happening or not, but if that really is what's happening, it's like, no. He's not good at running. No, it's just more lack of experience running any type of long-term campaign.
Razvan Vasil's blood.
It's like an engine running on fumes.
Ah.
If you know what I mean.
Also, Zephyr, what are you talking about? Oh? Where did my face go? My face died! Pardon me, everybody. I'm going to go rejuvenate my face. Give me a moment.
Good job, kid. I need to get into the clouds. Because I am not right now. What I think Zephyr is trying to say to you is chill. A little bit. Like, we understand you're a fan of K-Bar, but relax. Starting to show signs of being a stalker.
I am now nomming on the otter. I'm right here, Zephyr.
Constantly keeping constantly keeping tabs on him when he said he's going to bed, saying that you miss him.
A 10-year-old can be a stalker. I'm sorry.
All I'm saying is just relax a little, relax a little bit. Everyone, everybody here is human. I'm sure he needs his rest as much as anybody else right now.
Hey, Zephyr. Quit being mean. Again, I need to point out, somebody using a name like this individual's fan, literally just like wearing a shirt that shows the logo of your favorite band.
And I'm commenting on his behavior.
Yeah. I mean, he's a kid.
Or they say they're a kid.
Mlem. And see, that's a thing. A lot of people will assume the other way around. Oh, they couldn't be a kid because they're doing things. Do you understand? Yes, even a kid can have,
Oh, I said that.
even a kid can have an identity issue of, hey, I've got to continuously remind people of my age. Assuming that somebody is older than they are simply because they say their age. That's the creepy thing to do. Hello, Johnson.
What they were doing was kind of creeper-ishy.
No, I said
Oh,
even
well.
that people that young can be creepers.
I mean, you do realize most people who are under a certain age lack a lot of social finesse, I think is the right term for it. Essentially, the younger you are, the less you know about how to deal with or be part of society. In other words, most kids come off as creepy. Doesn't mean you guys need to be a dick about it.
No one was. We were just trying to get him to calm down.
There. I'm not talking about you. But repeatedly telling somebody that what they're doing is creepy, when legitimately they're just showing that they are the fan of somebody else. That's bullying. It becomes dogpiling when everybody in chat starts saying, no, that's creepy, no, that's creepy, no, that's creepy. Civility is a requirement on this channel. That means, I mean, if somebody wants to have a name that they enjoy, go for it. Let them have their name so long as it's not inappropriate. As ever, you don't have to apologize. You're learning just as much as they are. I'm just saying, try to think about what you're saying, how it can affect the people you're speaking to. Because, weirdly enough, what has been happening in the chat somebody mentioned that the person's name was creepy. Now 3 other people have mentioned it. If a person is a kid, acting like a kid, and being a little strange, oh well, we're all a little fucking crazy. Either way, let's get back to the game. Oh right, I need to go fucking talk to Swansea, don't I? I was in the room, moved around like I was trying to loot everything, and then forgot to talk to the good doctor.
Evening, Edgar. Could I get your professional
You forgot to
opinion?
go talk to the Good Doctor
Please
TV
speak.
show?
But I have something important to tell you.
I mean, Zephyr. That wouldn't be any different than me relaying, or than somebody relaying a message that I had gone to bed, or I wasn't feeling good, so I canceled a stream. Creators do talk to their friends and their fans. For all you know, he could have literally, or they could have literally seen K-Bar say, it's late, I need to go to bed. How is that creepy?
Keeping tabs on when they said they went to bed?
Hey, Claire? Do you know how many people do that with me in our Discord?
A lot of people.
Yes.
And
It's not creepy, it just means you're paying attention.
And subjectively speaking, that's a little creepy.
Subjectively, yes. Some people would see it as creepy. But understand,
Yes.
people like me and K-Bar, people who are content creators, we also kind of agree to that when we start. Kind of a little part of the unwritten contract. You do
And
realize,
I do know that people keep tabs of me when I do sleep as well.
oh yeah,
Or say I'm going to sleep.
oh yeah, or when you work. Because think about it. If you're at work and not able to be in a stream, I have to relay the same kind of message. Well, where is she? She's at work right now.
Now is when y'all start showing up at my job that I'll say
Yeah,
no.
When you show up at somebody's fucking job or somebody's door, that's when it starts getting creepy. And that's not just a little creepy. That's what the fuck? Unless it is somebody that you genuinely know and are friends with, if just like a random fan shows up at your door or shows up at your work, that's when you call the cops. Okay, so one of the things that I need to point out to you guys is yes, if you plan on being a content creator, understand part of the unwritten rules of being a content creator, you're what is called a public figure. Meaning your private
Anything
life
and everything
isn't private.
you do.
Yeah,
Anything and everything you do is publicized.
Well, not anything and everything you do is publicized, but anything and everything you do can be found out much easier. Good example, compared to somebody who is, good example, you will find that a lot of younger content creators or inexperienced content creators don't do things like, or who don't do things like, password protection. Their channels get hacked fairly often. When you become a public figure, a lot of people are going to sit there and mess with you. It's also how a lot of YouTubers burn out, is because they don't go into it knowing that, yeah, people are gonna fuck with you. Constantly.
I leave this type of stuff up to my sister, personally.
Yeah. I decided to essentially live my life in the public eye. What most people don't realize is becoming a content creator, you're throwing yourself into the public eye. It's no different than being like a actor or a voice actor or a entertainer of any other kind.
Oh, Kit. When I say I leave this up to my sister, this is my sister's major.
We love Toy. yeah, no, there is a very thin line between obsessive and being a diehard fan. And sometimes that line gets crossed where some people set that line in different places. Me personally, I don't mind.
I set
Oh,
that
cool.
bar pretty high because I don't like being followed.
Well, I'm well aware.
Oh,
It's a big fear for me.
Oh yeah. And that's a thing. What people don't realize is since becoming a YouTuber, I have had at least one person show up at my door unannounced. I have had multiple people essentially attempt to try to kill me by swatting me. I've had one person literally take a shot at me. But on top of all of that, I've had dozens of people just randomly walk up to me at like a convention and go, "Hey, are you Kit?" "Yeah, do I know you?" "Oh my god, I love your channel!"
I'm just glad I haven't been noticed vocally wise.
Yeah.
my headphones
Vocally,
cut out, Kit.
Do you understand,
I'm
by the way,
surprised I
Claire,
haven't been
when
noticed
you
vocally.
go... Well, no. Zephyr, realistically, before you become a content creator, learn how to protect yourself first. And I don't mean learn how to fight or learn how to use a weapon. Learn cybersecurity. Because the biggest
Please.
thing that most content creators don't realize, you need some form of cybersecurity. In my case, I have a physical encryption key that's required to access any of my computers. Meaning I have a physical key to access any of my computers. The same key is needed to access any of my accounts. All of my passwords are over 150 characters long if there's no limit, or if there is a limit, they are the max limit. And I hate to point this out, I do not know a single one of my passwords. All of my passwords are run through a program on a server, a very special server, that essentially logs me into anything I need to be logged into. I don't even know my passwords. So, cybersecurity is very much a thing that's needed.
Oh, Kit.
What's up?
Another thing I would recommend is knowledge of social media.
Oh, that too. And just knowledge of internet safety in general. For example, no matter what, no matter how old you are or who you are, never use your legal name on the internet unless you are planning to allow people to dox you.
Yeah, no.
If you
that's
don't care
why I
about
go
being
by many
doxed,
aliases.
yeah, if you don't care about being doxed, go for it. But understand, the second you put your legal name out there, it will never leave the internet. The second it gets put on the internet, someone will be able to find it at some point in your life.
This strain of flu, it's very different from the one I saw in Europe.
Also, Burb, you were saying something?
Yeah, I forgot.
Uh,
All I know is that my
I'm
headphones
about
may be
to
acting
go
up
to
now.
the moon.
I mean, first names are a thing. Just don't share your last name. Also, K-Bar fan, don't worry. I know you're not a stalker. It's fine.
Oh.
All I was saying was to turn it down for my sake because I don't like that shit.
Okay. Hey, nice, K-Bar. Hey, Claire.
Or not my thing.
I know. Hey, Claire.
Just to tone it down in general.
Asking somebody to tone it down is one thing. But do remember, even when it comes to a content creator, technically your rights do not supersede the rights of others. So, talking is one thing. You get to choose who is and who isn't allowed to speak on your platform. Urging somebody to tone down something that you think is creepy, for a personal reason, golden. That I can understand. Just have some tact doing it. It's one thing to say tone it down. It's another thing to just repeatedly say, that's creepy.
Yeah, no, I was just saying tone it down in general.
No,
That's all
trust
I was
me,
saying.
I know. Claire, trust me, I know. I was able to hear you. Anyways.
It's downright peculiar.
Really? What makes you say that?
I've just looked at the blood of one of our recently deceased.
I see. Do you have anything more to go on?
This disease spreads and looks like the Spanish flu, but it
If he told you that he was going to bed soon,
The-
then yeah, I believe it.
Hey, Claire. In this case, I honestly think it's because this is the type of response that winds up happening when people dogpile somebody. They will go to the person that gave them the information and go, hey, I need your help. Tell them what you told me so I don't look like I'm stalking somebody. It's normal. So, K-Bar fan, dude, it's okay. Relax. Okay? Lem.
London strain is different from the continental one.
This is very interesting. Did you find something else?
Okay. Burb, I am hearing your nostrils.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to head out then because my microphone just spazzed out.
Oh, really? Now just try unplugging it and plugging it back in really quick. See if,
No,
see
that's
if that
what
helps.
that's what caused it to spaz out because
I-
it disconnected and reconnected.
I know. Burb. Why I was saying try unplugging your mic and plugging it back in.
It's
Sometimes
Bluetooth.
disconnected and reconnected. The reason being is sometimes a connection can be made in error and it can become super sensitive.
How about now?
Much better.
I'm just waiting to figure out what happened to my character.
Yee. I mean, honestly, K-Bar, the way I see it, having somebody with the, or having somebody show that they're that much of a fan, I'd personally take it as a compliment. So, definitely a thing. But again, to each their own. By the way, your otter is poking at you.
I shall nibble that finger.
Yes. Unlike the flu, the infected begin to show an increase in outwardly aggressive behavior.
No,
More
I
than
mean,
simple agitation.
the Rudderbud is saying you're adorable.
Once
Or have an
docile
adorable voice.
people become violent.
You mean like rabies? Is there a
Stop
chance
it.
we could create a vaccine, Jonathan, like Pasteur? Oh, that would be smashing.
There's a lot we're not seeing here, but it is spreading and quickly. If we don't act,
Whoa. What is that sound?
What sound?
Were you just typing?
Yes.
Ah. I could hear your fingers hitting the screen. It's okay.
This headset
Is being strange, yes.
yes.
Also,
Microphone's behind my neck.
for everyone in chat, Huggles! None.
the whole city could be lost.
But Jonathan, we've a fantastic opportunity sitting right here in front of us. A weapon of choice.
What on earth do you mean?
Herb, what is your microphone rubbing up against?
Oh, I need to move its back on my neck.
Yeah, no, that's what I was mentioning earlier, is it sounds like, I thought it was you breathing into the microphone, but it sounds like your microphone is, like, rubbing up against, cloth.
It was against my neck.
Ah, okay. Anyways. Dialogue. Them.
You, my dear boy, with your expertise and your blood, we could isolate...
I have something to be otter tape.
Dialogue. That I've been trying to get through now for 10 minutes.
Through your veins. Think about the possibilities.
I admit it did occur to me. Blood seems to be the common factor in all of this.
Called Vampire.
I totally agree. We're in uncharted...
This game is called Vampire. So it is a thing.
Give me. I'm gonna have to leave for a second, kid. I need to figure out what the hell's happening.
Okay. We shall reinvite the burb in a minute or two.
Territory here. Maybe it's just wishful thinking, but imagine the possibilities.
We'll discuss this more later. Thank you for your time.
No, thank you, Jonathan. But as I said, I needed to talk to you.
As for what this game is about, your character was a medical professional that got turned into a vampire in, what is it, 1812 London? Or 1813? 1713? It's, essentially in the good old days where London didn't have a clue how the fuck to deal with the plague. Who got turned into a vampire and now has to balance saving people's lives and the possibility of ending people's lives in a way that doesn't destroy the world that they're in.
I have some rather bad news.
Yes?
I'm afraid it's your sister.
My sister?
She's to be buried this evening at Whitechapel Cemetery. Your mother published the obituary this morning.
I see.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Please accept my condolences.
I mean, it's not that uncommon of a thing. Okay, Widow in Distress. Okay. Now I need to go that way.
It's locked, all right. Good evening, Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Dr. Reed.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
There we go. Alright, so we're going to go back this way.
I have to attend my murdered sister's funeral. Mary, I can't forgive myself. I'll find the truth about what happened to us. I swear. This is despicable.
By the way, that's one of the things that makes this game hard to play for some people.
I have
is the sound.
Thirst for blood.
So, before we go into this, left trigger, that. Right trigger, that. There we are. Ooh, my bite does a flat 100 damage now. Ah. Ow. Ooh. I'm here. Ow! Alright, hey, do me a favor, go reinvite the bird, please. Also, hey Claire. There.
Yes, you hit me at a very bad time.
Ah. I'll grab the burb then.
I got him.
Okay.
It's just I was being shot.
Oh, yeah, no, that's a bad time.
I can't believe I'm doing this.
No, it's fine, man. I mean, it's entirely fine. You've helped me out with a bunch of collaborative efforts already, technically. I don't mind if people, you know, stop by or what have you. Going. But yeah, no. No issue, man. Perfectly fine. Num num. What's up, Zena? Or Zena? Hey Zena, you're actively telling somebody to stop, being adorable with their boyfriend. A little bit, yeah. Again, it's fine, man. Okay. Also, the burb is probably sitting there really, really, really freaking red right now because we were talking about him.
Hey, Burb. Oh wait, Burb isn't here. Fuck.
No, he's not. He had to leave because his headset was being weird again. I have reinvited him.
So have I.
Ooh, that's bad.
Oops. I didn't know you reinvited him. I'm a bit stoned.
That's okay.
Words are hard. I mean, you can tell what I'm not focusing on.
Hello.
Oh well.
Hello?
I have to reset my phone.
Oh.
Okay. I mean, I'll agree with you there on the fact that it's a great community. So yeah. Okay. But now I have to go into the cemetery.
Best stay back, sir. Over there! There's one of them
Hey, Kit.
bastards.
Hold on. Come on, let me eat your face. Yeah. I don't know why, but it's satisfying eating people to death. Also, that's a phrase.
What's a phrase?
It's satisfying eating people to death.
Yes, that is a phrase. Why is that a phrase?
Because it
Just
is satisfying to
information,
eat people to death.
Also, I think I just did some sort of head training. Or not head training, but head aiming training.
My brain did a weird, Kit.
My brain did a weird too because Claire said head training, and all I can think of now is, hey, let's swallow this hot dog.
No.
Also, hey, Burb, training you might want to actually do at some point.
Kit,
What?
I'm just no, I'm still stunned by what just happened in the D&D campaign with my character that I pulled out of it. My character got used as a MacGuffin, and I'm not
Yeah.
happy.
Yeah. Which, realistically, you can request that particular individual no longer use your character. And weirdly enough, if they refuse, you can actually take them to court. Your character is your, your character is technically copyrighted to you.
I would have.
My
I'll
dear
do it.
sister,
Probably do it.
I don't
If we
know
meet on
No.
Monday, I'll let him know then.
What you need to do is tell him in front of the entire group that you are not comfortable with your character.
No, I've already left that group.
I know. You need to go back into the group. Tell everyone there that you are not comfortable with him using your character in that way. That's why you left, and that if he continues, he is doing so without your permission.
He won't let me back in unless I join in again.
Then individually tell each of the members.
Oh, I've already told one person, and I'm pretty
Also,
sure.
for the record, hi. I hate to point this out to you, but, yo, whoever this friend of Yuki's is, you shouldn't be a DM. Ever. Forcing somebody's character into a situation like that makes you the worst DM possible. Especially if you're doing it against the wishes of the player. That is the kind of thing that ruins communities, ruins groups, and ruins a game for people. Don't do it. And if you're ever planning to become seriously guys, if any of you are ever planning to become a D&D GM, talk to your players. Don't assume that you can use whatever they have in whatever way you want, because I'm sorry. Consent is a thing in all things. Without it, you're no better than a rapist. Now, seriously though, guys, if you are in a position of authority, and yes, being a GM is very much a position of authority because it means you technically have authority over everyone playing in your game. If you're in a position of authority and you abuse it by abusing your players or by abusing the people around you, you're not a good person. Here we go. This makes it a lot easier to cope with these guys.
If that's true, you're technically under the age of YouTube's
Yep.
terms of service.
But again, don't really care. See, that's the wonderful thing is, you know how everybody was bitching about the COPA laws? You know that technically those laws are a good thing for YouTubers, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you know why? With the COPPA laws in effect, a creator cannot be held accountable for the actions of a person watching their stream. A good example. Let's say a 8-year-old comes in here to watch my stream without my knowing. Without my... It's one of the reasons I don't ask for ages, by the way. If a minor comes into these streams and we're talking about something lewd, it's literally the difference between... well, were we intentionally talking to the minor, or were we just having a discussion that the minor walked into? One is illegal. The other isn't. The COPPA laws actually make the distinction between the two and set out which one is and is not legal. And it essentially forces YouTube creators to follow the legal guidelines for COPPA. Yeah. There we go. See, this feels so much easier.
At the end of the day, I don't trust him to DM anymore, but as a player, they're on a tight leash, but
As a player, you don't have the kind of authority you would as a GM. And yeah, no, I honestly don't blame you. If a GM goes beyond that, or goes beyond a certain point, and essentially abuses their players, yeah, no, never trust them as a GM again. Not until you have proof that they have changed.
But as a person I can talk to, I genuinely I will still treat them with respect as a friend, but DMing, no.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You kind of have to be able to do that. Oh, by the way, for the record, we love Toy. You say you could never be a YouTuber because you can't stop with the dirty jokes. Have you seen this channel?
This channel in itself is a dirty joke.
Understand, and I want to make something very, very clear.
Understand. I have said really messed up things on this channel. I have made dirty jokes. Hell, I have talked about things like Smurf porn. I'm still a YouTuber. Just remember your audience.
Seriously, when thinking about the content you create or the things you say as a YouTuber, you have to think about your audience, yes, but at the same time, more often than not, if you're the type of person to make dirty jokes, your fans are going to like the fact that you make dirty jokes. Because they're going to be the type of people that are drawn to you for what you do.
But Kit, I can tell you right now, though, I have a lot of player experience in D&D, so there's that.
Well, same. But then again, I also have 20 years experience being a DM.
No, I could never, the reason I don't have that much experience being a DM is because NPCs scare the hell out of me.
I do apologize, Xiaoshun. Are you all right?
Yes, I am. This is the only place where I can find some kind of serenity. Some way to remember my dear Matthew.
Alright, Toy. Well, that's the thing. I do need to point out, for as much as I have said on YouTube, and I have I have said a lot on YouTube that most people would think is against the YouTube terms of service. It's not. Hell, I've had sex toys visible on the channel. Not against the terms of service. So long as you're not explicitly doing things to try to get a reaction, then, well, it's not against the terms of service.
Tell me how your husband died, Xiaoshu.
Hey kid, do you mind if I leave a little early tonight?
Like
Go for
so
it.
many others.
It,
It's a
Bye,
mundane-
everybody.
Hold on really quick, Burb. I need to point something out. Neither you nor Claire are technically obligated to be here.
I like asking first.
Oh, I know.
Just being polite.
Oh, I know. Being polite is one thing, but I just wanted to make it clear that if you ever need to, like, hop out without warning, don't worry. You're not obligated to be here in any way.
Well, I don't need to head out right now. It's just that I like to talk with my some other people, and it's just
Yeah.
I don't want to seem impolite just by
Well, that's fine.
also smooching. I need to give one big smooch to the rudder butt.
Cause of death these days, but for me it meant the end of the world.
At this time, there is so little medical science can do to defeat this terrible epidemic. I'm truly sorry.
The worst thing is not his death, even if it tears me apart. The worst is not to have seen it coming, to have lost him so quickly, even before realizing it.
Did he hide his condition from you?
Matthew was a smiling type, a happy sort. Everything that I am not. Did he laugh at his death to come, or did he not realize what was going to happen? I'll never know.
Okay. Hey, K-Bar! Num. If you need to head out, then, I mean, definitely a good thing. Being able to get a decent night's sleep is very important. So, num. We're actually only going to be doing this for about another 20 minutes. Because, well, there are things that I need to do tonight as well.
Are you on your own? Do you have any friends or family who you could be with?
I have family and friends, but I need to be here alone. One day maybe I'll go back to them, but not now. I need silence, and I need sadness.
I've seen many deaths in my life, and we all grieve in our own way. Some stay silent, or need to shout. Others need company, and some just can't stand it.
Thank you for your sincere words, Dr. Reed.
Alright, later, K-Bar.
I sense you trying to help me, even if I don't quite understand why.
As for taking off the mask, I mean... there's the problem with taking off the mask currently. If you want to see my face, you'll have to tune in for one of the earlier streams. Because the weeknight streams, or the nightly streams, during Spooktober, always come with a strange little outfit each year. This time, it just so happens to be a bright face.
Trust me, I hate it too. He won't take it off.
The Spanish flu may be the worst disease mankind has ever faced. Why are you blaming yourself?
You don't understand. I didn't know he was so
Hey,
sick.
Claire.
I didn't
Get into the
realize
Halloween
the gravity
spirit.
of his situation until it was too late.
As harsh as this sounds, we are all equally vulnerable to this awful disease. It can take the strongest man in just a couple of days.
I never said goodbye to Matthew. We never realized how bad it was. We laughed about it even. He always made me laugh. Now I don't have enough tears to shed.
By the way, for the record, the reason why I usually have something like this on during the October streams, for those who aren't aware, Halloween or Samhain is legitimately my favorite holiday. Always has been. I honestly like this time of year more than I like Christmas. So, that's a thing.
Have you recent news of Nurse Crane and her dispensary?
This part of town is very fragile. I hope the trust so many people put in her will not be betrayed.
You realize you can't stay here forever, don't you? Eventually, you'll have to leave the cemetery.
Why? Why should I go? Since this is the only place I can find peace of mind.
Sorry if I've vexed
To be
you.
honest, I don't know. Please forgive me if I've upset you. We must all honor our departed loved ones in our own way.
You sound like you're no stranger to the pain I feel.
Nice.
Let's just say, I too have a good reason to visit cemeteries at night.
Please accept my condolences for your loss then, Dr. Reed.
Mlem. Tell them happy birthday.
Are you a doctor yourself? Is this why you feel so guilty for not saving your sick husband?
No, I am not. But I still need to blame someone for Matthew's death. And who else, if not his wife, who did not see it coming?
I'm a physician, one of the best in the country. But I was unable to save my own sister, Mary. She died in my arms.
Why tell me this? Is it supposed to make me feel better?
No. But I wanted you to know that you have done nothing wrong. Unlike me.
May I ask what caused the death of your sister?
You could say she was also killed by a terrible disease. A disease I have sworn to fight and cure, no matter how long it takes.
Thank you for sharing that with me, Dr. Reed. Maybe it's time we start to rebuild our lives, you and I.
I did take it off, Xena. Again, you see the problem with me taking off the mask is you guys simply can't see me. Sorry, no.
You should go home now.
I think you're right. Cemeteries are for the dead, for they need silence too. Thank you for your honesty and your wisdom, Dr. Reed.
Thank you for your company, Xiaoshun. Take care on the way home.
Maybe I'll see you again in Whitechapel. Goodbye for now.
By the way, for the record, do any of you know what the purpose of a mask for Halloween is?
The world has gone completely mad.
Like, do you know what a mask is? What it is for, what it means, what it represents? Ah. So, one of my
Since
favorite
I can't
tales
reveal
is...
myself to my mother now, I must find a discreet spot to attend the ceremony.
Yes, it was. Okay. So, pardon my brain, old man moment, I'm going to tell you a story. You see, back in the day, in the Dark Ages, in places like Ireland and Scotland, there was a belief in things called fae, or fairies. Halloween night, there was initially a tradition where you would leave a sweet of some kind, be it a pastry or a cookie or what have you, out in front of your house for the fae on a very particular night. The reason for that is because if you didn't, well, they'd play a trick on you. Hence the saying, trick or treat. However, there was always a loophole. You see, if you didn't want to give them a treat, oh well, you can accept the trick. It's not going to be anything fatal. But, if you couldn't offer them something sweet, if you gave them a meager offering like a piece of bread, they would mark your house. The first fae that would come across your house would mark it and essentially tell each of their kind, this person can't afford it. Leave them be. Show them no grief. They tried. If you left a proper thing out, they would eat the offering and leave you be. The mask specifically is to emulate the Fae, because Fae aren't just little fluttery creatures with fairy wings. Now, back in the old day, Fae were everything from those cute little pixies to werewolves. Fae was the word for all manner of creatures supernatural. By wearing a mask, children will go around and oh, that's where it gets weird, K-Bar fan. Because if you tried to trick them, if you had the means to give them a treat, but gave them something meager because you were greedy, that was the worst thing you could do. Never, ever lie to the Fae. Because another belief was that a thing called Hell's Night came the next night. You see, what Hell Night was, or Hell's Night, was when the Fae would give the people who legitimately couldn't give them an offering the power of hellfire, and let them know the names of those who had tried to trick them. They left it up to the people whether or not these people's homes would burn for what they did. And sometimes it was a normal thing. Sometimes it was people could forgive the greed of others. Some people are petty, though. There was a tradition the night after Halloween that anyone who attempted to trick the Fae, their houses would burn to ash, unless someone offered them the kindness that they refused to show to the Fae. But that's the thing. When you wear a mask on Halloween, you're essentially mimicking a Fae. When you go to somebody's house and ask for a treat, you're literally mimicking the Fae who go door to door trying to find treats. Now, the true Halloween tradition is to take a bowl of sweets and set it out front, not to answer the door, but to leave the candy out front, check it occasionally, and if it dwindles to its final piece before midnight, add a few more. Not a whole bag, but a fistful, so that any other Fae who come by can have some. Halloween, a lot of people think it's just a time to give candy or to wear silly costumes. There's actually an entire mythology behind the holiday that most people don't know. It's one of the reasons why I love the holiday so much.
I am the resurrection and the life. He that believeth in me, though he were dead, yet shall he live. And whosoever liveth and believeth in me shall never die. We commend unto thy hands of mercy, most merciful Father, the soul of our sister departed, and we commit her body to the ground. Earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust.
Why kill my Mary and stick her here in this cold, god-awful place?
These are the legal requirements for the epidemic, madam.
Oh, Mary, I feel so tired. Please take me home.
Yes, madam.
I actually intend to, at very least, get to the end of this mission before I end the stream. We have about 10 minutes left.
Oh, Mary.
Oh, that's another thing. I need to give you all a warning since I've told you the tale of how Halloween originated. There is a bit of a snag to the whole ritual. You see, understand that for anyone who refuses to take part in the ritual, be wary of a murder of crows. The reason being, crows are the harbingers of the end. They are death incarnate. And if you seek to denounce the supernatural, or to refuse to believe, a murder of crows is the sign that the entire world of the Fae are pissed at you. So if one Halloween you decide to be stingy, or decide to forego the ritual in any way, if 13 crows perch upon your door, expect the night to be disastrous.
What have I done?
10 to 1, she throws her hand out of the grave and becomes a scow.
One thing. This is a nightmare.
Ye.
Jonathan, there is nothing you can do but accept it.
What brings you here?
I thought you could use the company. I am so sorry for your loss, Jonathan.
She was a good person. Vibrant, full of life. She was kindness incarnate, my Mary.
You're a good person, Jonathan. And a young Ekon. A newborn cast into the night without so much as a candle to guide your way.
She had been scouring the most dangerous parts of London in search of me. And it led to her death.
Jonathan, don't.
I still hear her last thoughts. They echo in my head. Her mind shattered, and it haunts me.
Jonathan, stop. Listen carefully. You must come to terms with this. You must learn to live with what happened.
I'm learning. Every night is a new lesson. What I am, what I must do to survive. But my sister, she shouldn't have suffered because of my weakness.
Don't you see?
Ye.
You're doing the work of our enemies.
Thanks, K-Bar fan.
Feeding
Lem.
your remorse. We are weakest when we grieve, and the guilt blurs our senses.
And so this is why you're here. To warn me. You've felt this pain yourself. You too have endured this.
I don't want to lose you, Jonathan. I've lost so many friends. Loved ones I cherished. Pray for Mary's forgiveness, if you must.
You may be right.
Of course. I've stared upon this world for centuries, and time has taught me to deal with guilt, if not erase it.
What should I do then?
Ye.
St. Mary's Church is not far from here. Go there and make your peace. Find the solace you need.
My lady wants me to confess.
No, Jonathan. It's you who wants to confess, I think.
And this is where we're going to end the stream. So, folks, If you enjoy the gameplay or the commentary, give us a like. If you want to keep up with this or any of our other content, hit subscribe and ring the bell. Become part of our notification squad so you can see when we upload and when we go live, or, well, pretty much anything else. But until next time, everybody, ta-ta. Also, good night, K-Bar fan, good night, Toy, good night, Sage, good night, Johnson. Good night, Burb, if you are still out there. Good night, Zena. Good night, Delint. Om nom nom. Sleep well. Ta-ta. Mlem.
Poopy.
I thought K-Bar already went to bed. But either way, just in case he hadn't. Good night, K-Bar.
Cuz, poopy.